Hey Joseph, are you awake? I have a surprise for you downstairs. Hello?
What is it, Mom?
Here, son, I know you've been wanting this gift for a very long time, and you got good grades in this school year. Here, this is a gift for you.
Oh, thank you. My new Nike tie. Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
Like, thank you. Like, bro, you gotta, like, yeah.
No, what are the
Oh, K-Flock is trash.
Yeah.
For
Yo, what's good?
gang?
Yo, what's good? What's up? Yo, I had the craziest dream last night. I had a dream where two of y'all were bowing down to me.
Bro, you crazy. Why would we bow down to you?
I was down to you. I don't know, it's just the dream I had.
But isn't this cool?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my mom got for me for getting good grades at school.
Not gonna lie, we kind of like that
I like
coat.
that coat, you know?
Same here.
What? What are y'all doing? Yo, give me back my coat. Hey, Mom.
Where's your coat?
My friends took it from me.
I know you're lying. Your friends did not take it. Where's the coat?
Yes, they did. They got jealous that I had the coat and they just took it and ran.
I know your friends would not do that. Where's the coat?
They took it from me.
That's it. You're grounded.
What?
Because I know you're lying to me. Your
No,
friends
they
would never
took
take
it.
your coat.
No, they took it.
So we came to bring the coat back. Yeah.
I appreciate you bringing it back.
Yeah.
Sorry for what we did. It wasn't right. We were just jealous that he had a coat.
Yeah. We liked it very much. Like, we were like really jealous of him, so we wanted to take it from him.
Thank you for admitting it.
In the book of Genesis, it tells a story of a man named Joseph, who was one of 12 sons born to Jacob. Jacob raised sheep, and his sons were shepherds. They were strong and sometimes violent, all except Joseph, that is. Joseph was a quiet and thoughtful. He was his father's favorite and always got treated better than others. So his older brothers were very jealous of him and didn't like him. To make matters worse, when Joseph was about 17 years old, his father gave him a special gift, a long, colorful robe. In those days, shepherds usually dressed in rough, plain clothes. The robe made Joseph's brothers more jealous than ever. One day, Jacob sent Joseph with a message for his brothers who were watching their sheep in the fields. When they saw him coming, the sight of the long, rich robe was more than the brothers could take. As Joseph was coming closer, they plotted to kill him and throw his body into a pit. Reuben, the oldest brother, could not bring himself to commit such a terrible crime. He suggested that they just throw Joseph into the pit alive. Reuben planned to return and rescue him later, but when they had torn off Joseph's beautiful robe and had thrown him into the pit, they saw some traders coming down the road. Joseph's jealous brothers sold him to the traders as a slave.
Boys and girls, sometimes the problems that we are going through in our life are because of people who are in our life. People can do and say things that hurt us so much that we don't know what to do in times that we're so angry. For example, when people keep lying to you and you're tired of it, they do it because they are jealous of you. When you hear people talking about you behind your back, just know they do it because they are jealous. When people talk down on you and take the hope out of your eyes, just know that they do it because they're jealous. When you get insulted and it hurts more than it should have, just know that they do it because they're jealous. When you got hurt so bad and you go home and you start to cry, just know that they do that because they're jealous of you. When you see someone in the hallway and they avoid you and don't talk to you, they do that because they're jealous of you and can't be with you. When it feels like everybody hates you and just doesn't like you anymore, just know that they do that because they're jealous of you. And when people take the hope out of your eyes and it just hurts so bad, just know they do it because they're jealous of you, and don't let them do that. When you notice that everybody starts to look like you and act like you, they just know that they're jealous and they want to be like you, so they start to act like you. When these things happen in our lives, we feel different things. Sometimes we get so angry we don't know what to do. Sometimes we believe them when they say we're no good. We don't know how to go on. We begin to think that we really can't do good. We don't know how to go on. A wall begins to build between us and God each time we get hurt by someone. The wall gets bigger until we feel we can't talk to Him. We start to think that even He doesn't care about us. We start to give up on God and we start to quit. It doesn't have to be like that. People will hurt you. That is a part of life. People can be the problem, but God doesn't want you to carry that hurt. Talk to Him. Let Him help you. Forgive them and know that God cares about you even when it seems other people don't. That's what will keep the wall down.
Okay, guys, so this is a test to see what part of y'all are at.
Math?
So
I hate math.
well, try your best, Brooklyn.
Oh, this is so confusing.
Thank you.
The answers? I need help. You guys aren't helping me. I'm sorry. Since you guys aren't helping me, I have a plan.
Brooklyn, stop.
Okay. I'm gonna crumble the paper and throw it at them.
Who did that?
What's that? I think I saw Gion throw it. I saw him writing down something.
The teachers is a loser. From Gion. Really, Gion?
I never wrote that.
Get Gion out of my
I've been
classroom.
working this whole time. How could somebody really throw and get this much done? Please, believe me. Please, I know better not to do that. Please, go.
So, guys, this is your end of grade test. So try your hardest.
Math again?
Yes.
I love
This
it.
is math
I love
class. It's math class. What you expect? Try your hardest. You got this.
I kind of feel guilty about what I did the other day. I think I should go confess to the teacher.
Just need to score. Look.
Excuse me?
Yes, Brooklyn.
The other day when Gian threw the paper at you guys, it was actually me that wrote the note and threw it. And
Why?
I blamed it on him. Because the math was really hard and I asked him for help and he didn't help me.
Why didn't you ask us?
Because I thought I was going to get in trouble.
We're your teachers. You ask us because that's why we're here.
Okay.
Please go apologize.
Gian.
Okay. John, I'm sorry for what I did the other day and blamed the paper on you. I really didn't mean it.
It's okay. I get why you were really upset.
Yeah, the math is really hard.
Our Bible story picks up in the life of Joseph. The traders took Joseph with them to Egypt and sold him to an important officer of the king of Egypt, Potiphar. Joseph always worked hard and did his best for Potiphar, even though Potiphar had a wife that was always trying to get Joseph into trouble. Today we see Joseph pleading for mercy from Potiphar because Potiphar's wife lied on Joseph. Unfortunately, Potiphar didn't believe him and threw Joseph into prison, all because of a lie. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, lying is a sin, and it will destroy your life and others around you. You might think that the only big sin can destroy your life, like people killing and hurting others in the Bible. We can see how one lie destroyed Adam and Eve's life. Adam and Eve were so blessed they got to spend their lives in the Garden of Eden with God. They had an amazing life. God had only one rule for them to follow. They could not eat the fruit of one tree in the garden because they would die. They listened to God and lived in the garden with him until one day the serpent came to Eve. He asked her, "Did God really say you must not eat the fruit from the tree? God knows that your eyes will be opened and you'll know good and bad just like him. You won't die, just eat the fruit." Eve believed the lie the serpent told her. She ate the fruit and even gave some to Adam to eat. Adam and Eve had to leave the garden because they decided to sin against God by believing that lie that Satan told them. This sin destroyed their lives and caused the human race to be born into sin.
I'm here with my friends Mason and Juju, and today we're going to be making some ice cream sundaes. Yay! I'm going to scoop up some ice cream in a bowl. What toppings do you guys like? I like chocolate.
I want Skittles.
You guys want Skittles?
Yeah, I like Skittles. I eat Skittles.
Okay. I'm gonna get you guys some ice cream. It's vanilla ice cream. And then we're going to add some Skittles. Skittles are sour. Why is it so hard to? Okay. And then maybe I'm gonna add some more. Yeah. And then you guys can pick up the Skittles. Do you guys want any other toppings? I'm gonna add some chocolate.
I'm gonna add some more.
Maybe we can add a little bit of salt. No?
Let me do it. Pour it in my hand. Put it in my hand.
This is gonna be very salty.
Oh my god. I'm all dirty.
Now, why don't we try some now? Here you go. Here you go.
No, I just got
My bad. Okay, now you guys are gonna try my ice cream.
your ice cream.
Yeah.
You go.
Why you gotta say that? Maybe I can taste some of mine. Now it's your turn, Juju. What? Is it salty? Well, I did say that saltiness was gonna make it taste sweeter, but I didn't actually mean that. I was actually lying. But still, who wants ice cream?
Me.
Now time to mix some more. And guys, can we make some ice cream now? Yay!
Good morning, class. Today we're taking a test. I hope you guys study very, very hard.
Excited. I'm very excited. Thank you. I'm nervous. Can we begin?
Yes, you guys may begin.
I studied all night. I'm super tired. I'm gonna tear it.
Nico, I'm trying to study.
Guys, PCT.
Hey, Joseph.
Your shoes are untied.
Class, time's up.
I hope I got an A.
I hope I got an A.
I'm scared.
Joseph, paper please. Thank you. There you go.
Hey, yay.
There you go.
Hey.
There you go.
Oh, I got an A.
There you
Man,
go.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see this. F.
You got an F?
F. Teacher, there seems to be a mistake on my paper.
Yes.
I got an F.
Well, both of these answers, you answered them wrong.
Yeah, that is quite peculiar. Let's get out of here, guys.
Yes.
Can I see the cameras? Because I have a suspicion one of the students swapped my paper there.
Okay. Come on, let's go check. Yeah, they did.
Okay. 5 minutes.
All right. Have a good day.
Wait,
Whoa, bro.
wait, is that Joseph?
Man, staying up all night is hard.
You look familiar.
Oh, I remember you guys. Y'all from room 220. And junior high, right?
Yeah.
By the way, why would you guys steal my paper?
How do you know?
After you guys walked out the classroom, I asked Miss T if I could see the cameras.
What did she say?
She said she saw you guys.
Ooh.
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry.
We need your help.
Okay.
We're emotionally, mentally, physically ill. Can you help us?
Guys, I don't think I have any change on me. I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? I'll make you a deal. If you're kind to everybody from this point on, I'll give you $500 each.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Do you remember Joseph from the Bible story? He was a dreamer. His dream leads him into trouble out of jealousy. His brothers sell him into slavery. Potiphar's wife lies on him. While in slavery, he becomes known for being a great interpreter of dreams. First, he becomes in a low place interpreting dreams of prisoners. Then Joseph is summoned to interpret the dreams of Pharaoh himself. Impressed with Joseph's interpretations, Pharaoh appoints him as second in command. And you wouldn't know it, Joseph's dreams about his brothers bowing down to him comes true. In the land where Joseph's brothers lived, there was no food. There was famine. His brother had to go to Egypt where Joseph lived to find food. When Joseph found out who his brothers were, he wept instead of being mad. He forgave them and gave them food to eat. Joseph told his brothers, "Do not be afraid. Even though you intended to do harm to me, God intended it for good, in order to preserve a numerous people, as he is doing today. So have no fear. I myself will provide you and your little ones." Joseph prepared a feast for his brothers and even gave them lots of food to take with them.
Have you ever had someone make you mad or rub you the wrong way? And depending on how it makes you feel and what they said, you can get to a point where you don't forgive and become bitter. Pretend the balloon is you, and every time somebody says something, you begin to blow up. Someone can bother you, someone can make you upset, someone can call you names, and you begin to get pushed the wrong way, and you can feel bitter holding everything in. It may not allow you to forgive, and when people do it again and again to you, you tend to explode. And that's wrong. The Bible says you're supposed to be able to turn the other cheek. So maybe you're the person that bottles everything inside, and according to scripture, that can lead to death. Instead, you can choose to take the path of forgiveness, and instead of being bitter and holding grudges, you can forgive. If someone calls you names, if someone makes fun of you, or if somebody bothers you, you can choose to forgive them. The Bible teaches, great peace have they which thy love law, and nothing shall offend them. So we should be the type of Christian to forgive and forget and tie the knot before ever getting offended. If you tie the knot, you won't be holding any grudges or bitterness. And those are characteristics of a godly Christian, and one that forgives and doesn't hold back.
why did Jesus have to die? You know, that's a question that we all ask at some point, and I want to explain it in a way that might make sense with a visual. You see, Jesus came to take the punishment of our sin, the sin that you have done or would ever do. That's what he came to do. And see, you here look pretty good. I mean, come on, you look nice and clean, just the way you were meant to be. Oh, I could drink you up. But we've all done stuff that we shouldn't do. We've all sinned in different ways. And the problem is when we sin and we bring sin into our lives, it changes us. It changes who we are, and suddenly there's elements in us that weren't meant to be there. Maybe it's bad attitudes, or you yelled at your parents, or you lied to a friend, or you cheated on a test, or you hurt someone, or you hurt yourself. Whatever it might be, it's not the way you were meant to be. And God saw this, and he didn't want it to be this way. He said, this was not how I intended you to be. So God had a perfect rescue plan. And that rescue plan was Jesus. Now, Jesus was perfect. He came and he lived a perfect life. He was without sin. So the question was, what would happen if Jesus took the sin of the whole world, all of the sin, and put it in himself? And so he went to the cross and he took our sin. And Jesus took all that sin and put it in himself. But that's the thing, is Jesus took our sin to the grave, but then he left it there. He left that sin in the grave, and he came back with new life for all of us. And he was still perfect and pure and blameless and everything that we needed. And so you, with all of our sin and with all that's inside of us, you have the ability to say yes to Jesus, because we don't need sin anymore. Sin has been defeated by the power of the cross and what Jesus did and the power of his resurrection. And so when you say yes to Jesus and you ask him to fill you with his power, it changes everything. Jesus brings freedom. You couldn't have taken this out on your own. You could not remove the sin from yourself. Only Jesus could do that, because he died and rose again to defeat the power of sin and bring us true freedom. And that's why Jesus had to die.